This is kind of a little bit of a cheater show this time because I'm not actually playing this weekend. Matter of fact, I'm probably not going to be playing for quite a while. But I want to get another one of these out there. There's several reasons for it, but I am kind of under time restraints because the sun's setting over there. And I'm going to run out of sunlight pretty soon here, so this is basically kind of like doing a lunch break. So the basic premise of the show, as always, you're out at a paintball field and for whatever reason you really can't leave to go out for lunch, so basically you're going to be brown bagging it. And this time the brown bag is this right over here. See if I can get that someplace where you can read it. This is a Canadian IMP, individual meal prepared, the Canadian version of the American MRE. Right over here. I'm calling it a box lunch because I'm very amused by that. Now, my anonymous Canadian donor, I asked the person if they wanted to come out of the shadows, and they said no. Just remind people that there's a lot of people all over the world protecting their freedom who are eating these things because they don't have the option to go to McDonald's. So thank you to my anonymous Canadian donor, and thank you to everybody in the armed services right now, because I've also been reassured there's some people in the armed services who watch this show, which I almost find disturbing, but I also find very flattering, so thank you guys. So this particular one right over here, you can see there, it's a salmon fillet. I should mention this, I am not a salmon fan. I am not a fish food fan. I really don't like fish. But the way I kind of see this is if you're out in the field, you really don't have a choice. You're just handed one of these things, and hey, you can trade it off to somebody else, but yeah. So let's see, I've got lots of water. And actually this time, because I'm prepared for this one, I know this doesn't have a heater unit, so I've got a heater unit. So we're going to see how well this goes. Unlike the other meal, I do have a multi-tool on me, but I don't really need one for this because it is just a paper bag. Entirely silver foiled bag, as you can see in there. And all of the contents are really tightly packed in there. There, you can see that. The main dish of our salmon fillet. Sliced apples. I remember this from the last time. Yeah, this is a revisit, guys. I know I did this a while ago. The bread. Oh, the bread. Okay, what I didn't leave in the last episode was when I tried to eat the bread, I damn near threw up after all trying to eat this. And it wasn't because it was making me sick to my stomach. It was just so dense. One of the commenters, who's also in the Canadian military, told me that they call these things tank treads. Cup of soup, cream of mushroom. One malted milk candy bar. Hot apple cider. Ew, apple cider and ew. I think somebody's palate just turned inside out on me here. Instant vegetable couscous. Oh, and it's got an even better MSG added. This is like the most random stuff. I really get a feeling somebody's playing a joke on me here. Teriyaki sauce and honey? What? Peanut butter? Peanut butter? What? I got the gum. Werther's Original. And a toothpick. So we're going to take our chances on this thing first, the salmon fillet, because I kind of have to. And this is AccuPro. Right over here. I was saying is you're supposed to place the unopened pouch in a pan of boiling water, return the water to a boil, heat for 5 minutes, remove the pouch. Honestly, because I'm here, I don't have a pot of boiling water, but I do have heater units. I don't want to hold this by the bottom because I know that's just a recipe for disaster. So I will attempt to do this, but this should be interesting to try. Okay, did I just overfill it? Oh, I just drastically overfilled that. It should be fine. There's like a sizzling sound coming from that thing right now, and I know that's normal. That is normal for heaters. What we're gonna do, we're gonna actually rehydrate this. This is instant vegetable couscous. I think that's how you pronounce it. Anybody who actually studied how to speak, let me know. Okay, what the hell is this stuff? That's what it looks like dry. So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna rehydrate this, and I'm gonna eat it cold. I'm going to sit this over on the wheel well of the vehicle, let that rehydrate. Let's go to phase 3. 3. Yeah, 3. Having done this little trick a couple times, I kind of used to this one, but let's see how this one goes. Basically, you pour the lime, put the lime in the cup, and you shake it all up. Well, it kind of looks a little bit like Mountain Dew. That would make me very happy, but I doubt it is. A little tart. This is gonna suck, but I got a big packet of honey, and I have the bread, the tank tread. Now somebody else said that they called it pain bread, claiming that the word pain is on here. It's not pain. It says petite. Petite. That is French. Okay, I should be used to this by now. I really should. But that's the loaf o' bread. Solid loaf of bread. I'm gonna hate myself for this, I know it. Better than the last one. This is much better than the last one. This doesn't feel like a bunch of loaves of bread squished together. It just feels like one loaf of bread squished in here. But yeah, this one's actually kind of softer than the first one that I did. So this one, actually, I don't feel like I'm going to puke this time, which is a good thing. Puking is bad. Okay, I'm going to let the salmon sit for another minute or so. This should be relatively hydrated. You know, what the hell is this stuff? I honestly don't know. I honestly have no idea. It just says it's called couscous? Couscous? Whatever it is, it sounds French, and it sounds like something that should not be in an MRE. I have no idea what this is at all. I'm searching for flavor. There is nothing. This is, there's nothing here. Oh, wait. No, there's no flavor there. Hang on, let me, gotta be an aftertaste or something. I may have just discovered the world's blandest food. I think that there's these, like, things in it that are supposed to give it flavor, but it kind of just makes it taste burnt. I'm not entirely sure what to make of this. Other than it's giving me massive heartburn, just very quickly, just wham. That's enough stalling for me. I can't ignore this anymore. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's good. That's the good stuff. I wonder, if I heat this up, does it get any better? Okay, the sun's going down. I gotta do this. There's no more stalling on this one. Here we go. Salmon fillet. Yeah, it's a salmon fillet, all right. Can I hit it? Can I take it apart with a spoon? Oh, good, I can. Oh, the fish smell. Okay, if I was on a desert island and all I had was fishing reel, tackle, and coconuts, I would find a way to find small furry creatures on the island. I seriously would. Golly, look at this. This is salmon fillet. Kind of get an idea what that looks like in there. Let's take a chicken breast in there. Oh, keep this. I'm really starting to think that my anonymous Canadian donor played a practical joke on me on this particular one. On the bright side, I really can't taste the fish flavor in it, and on the downside, I can't taste much anything in here. It's a huge fish aftertaste. Oh, jeez. I am seriously not a fan of fish. I seriously am not. But it's kind of dry-ish. Kind of actually, what it reminds me of is when somebody barbecues chicken and they overdo it, but they don't want to admit that they overdid it. Sorry guys, I can't do this one. Not for lack of trying. I think it's my combination of really dislike of fish and whatever the hell that stuff was, the couscous stuff, whatever the hell that is. Whatever happened to meat and potatoes, seriously? I think I figured out why they give you this in the MRE. It's to make up for that fish and that whatever the hell this stuff is. Actually, I've been letting it sit warming up. Let's see if I've actually managed to get it at least, you know, vaguely warm-ish. No. It's like taking a whole big thing of BBs and putting it in your mouth and rolling around for a little while. There's no flavor. At least, actually, if it was BBs, then I would at least have the copper flavor, but I got nothing with this. You know, this is one of those things of you got to do the best with what you got. I would make this work. But right now, both these things, but this combination just hit me the wrong way, sideways, on both ways. No, I can't do it. Not this time. Not this time. And this should give you an idea how much I'm losing sunlight over here. I had actually changed some camera settings. That's why the change of appearance. I got one more try here, and I got sliced apples, which are this right over here. Now, this may contain sulfites. Like I care at this point. Actually, if I was in the military, this would be a meal that I would trade. I would find somebody else in the unit and say, dude, I'll do something for you if you just take this from me. I'll trade you. Sliced apples. You can't mess these up. Sliced apples. It's got a nice little sugary kick to it. All right, since I'm about to run out of light anyway, let me wrap this whole thing up here. So, the Canadian IMP. If you're a salmon fan, if you're a fish fan, you'll probably get more enjoyment out of this than I will. I really don't like fish at all. Now, as far as where to get these things, because that's some things I like to try to do with this show. Well, Canadian IMPs are a little bit more difficult because, of course, they are Canadian. So if you live in the lower 48, this is going to be a little bit harder to get your hands on. It can be done. I've been told that there are cases of these being sold on various auction sites online. Now, as far as this particular one goes, not my thing. But I do have a couple more of these from my anonymous Canadian donor. So there probably will be a revisit sometime down the road with something that I actually can stand to swallow. So I do think we are going to have to call it a lunch break because the sun is just about gone. Actually, it is gone. I'm just running on what's left in the sky over here. If you like the show, comment down below, thumbs up, all that other stuff. Share this with other people. I really do appreciate that. And also, let me know where you want to see me try to go with stuff like this. What other MREs or Insta meals you want to see me try to do. You know, actually, come to think of it, me on a desert island with nothing but fishing supplies and coconuts would be living hell, because I'm not much of a coconut fan either. Actually, come to think of it, if Bear Grylls found himself in that situation, what would he do? But I really don't want to drink my own pee.